My name is Gregg Johnson. I'm a faculty member in the Department of Agronomy and Plant Genetics at the University of Minnesota, and I work out of the Southern Research and Outreach Center in Waseca. I'm part of a much larger group of faculty at the U of M that are working to create more robust, resilient, and adaptive cropping systems across the state. Agricultural innovation and intensification are required in response to these local, regional, and global challenges. Solutions for transforming agriculture to meet the challenges that are outlined on this slide is going to be highly complex. So this necessarily requires a long-term approach when we deal with these issues. And we need to understand these complex plant, soil, and microbe interactions that change over time, they change over place, and they're also influenced by management and climate factors. To better address the comprehensive and integrated nature of these challenges, the U of M initiated a long-term agricultural research network, which we call LTARN, in 2011. This provides us with this regional platform for the development of novel and adaptive agricultural production practices. Specifically, the LTARN is focused on strategies that facilitate these positive interactions amongst the plants, soil, water, microbes, with the goal of improving overall cropping system efficiency, productivity, and stability in the long term, but we have to do this in a way that minimizes negative environmental impacts. So it's understanding these trade-offs that are the central component of our LTARN network. The Minnesota LTARN is currently comprised of 3 geographically representative research sites in the state. We're fortunate to have one of these sites in Grand Rapids. The other sites are at the Southern Research and Outreach Center in Waseca and at the Southwest Research and Outreach Center in Lamberton. The Grand Rapids site is particularly important to us in that it provides this network with unique soil, weather, growing conditions that allow us to develop systems that are more robust and adaptive across the state of Minnesota. Currently, there are a series of cropping systems that are same across all of these sites. They range from simple 2-crop rotations to more complex perennial-based rotations. The cropping systems at Grand Rapids represent a corn-soybean rotation, a corn-soybean-wheat rotation. We have corn-alfalfa. We have corn-soybean with a rye cover crop. We have corn-soybean with an oilseed cover crop. We even have a native prairie planting for bioenergy. And lastly, a pasture hay mix that is, more representative of that farming landscape up in Grand Rapids. So we take a lot of data on these sites, and the first part of the data here is just trying to assess the environmental data, the weather, the climate, the soils. And we do this. We have a pretty large and sophisticated weather station at the site, and we take a number of different soil parameters as well. The agronomic data that we're taking is very detailed, and then, again, this is taken throughout the entire network so we can compare sites, and this is very valuable to us. Same with the soil data. A rich database of soil information is going to come out of these sites that we can use in the long term. Other data would include nematodes, of course, the microbe community, but then we're using the various technologies such as remote sensing to help us gather that data and look longer down the road and how we integrate the technology into our farming operations. Research conducted at the LTARN at the North Central and Outreach Center in particular really helps us to improve the long-term capacity of agriculture to provide that resilient source of food, fiber, health, biomaterials, And we want to do this by creating crop and livestock systems that are nimble, resilient, and efficient while achieving our economic and environmental goals. So we're now in the process of analyzing some of our long-term data, and we will definitely share that with you as they become available. To learn more about the Long-Term Agricultural Research Network, please go to our site listed on the slide, or you're certainly welcome to email any one of us. We'd be more than happy to talk in more detail about what we have planned for the future. We're excited to be working on the LTARN. We're particularly excited to be at Grand Rapids, and we look forward to sharing a lot of this information with farmers and other ag professionals in the very near future.